Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have called three idiots here. There is the fourth one, the bigger one, who is holding the mic right now. And before I start my story, uh, I have some remembrance about Shubhangi. Maybe I was in first standard, second standard, or maybe third standard. She had a friend called Minal Khadilkar, and we used to carry a aluminium sort of bag. We can't call it a bag. It is called a tin suitcase sort of thing to school. And she would come down near my house there, and Minal would come down. So I remember her very well. But when I got connected to Rajan, one fine evening, actually आंटी को बहुत बधाई देना पड़ेगा आंटी तुमच्या ते काय म्हणतात त्याला चिकन ते कधी विसरणार नाही आयुष्यभर कधी विसरणार नाही कारण once I went to their house and I was very lucky that day that chicken was offered to us. And there was a shyness in us. We had little bit, me and Hemant. We took and threw out, like having some control. राजन ने क्यों ऐसा किया? बोला यार इतना टेस्ट लगा कि हड्डी बिड्डी चबा के सब खा जाओ. It was so tasty. I had never tasted. Though I am a non-veg. मैं बंगाली हूँ. बंगाली में मुंबई करी हूँ, but settled in Mumbai. It was so tasty that I felt I have eaten so much chicken in my life. And auntie ने क्या बना दिया यार? This is something out of the world. We had never tasted such a good dish. Anyway, one fine evening in Rajan's house, we had a little bit chit chat, and then we decided. We were very young. For your information, we were very young, adults and young, foolish and idiots. So we have named ourselves Four Idiots much before that movie Three Idiots came into existence. We decided to go to Goa and sail to Goa by ship. The fun part was we were expecting a lot of things in ship. Maza aa jayega, we'll sail. The moment we entered the ship, we found that all cabins were booked. We had to sleep on the deck. Chalo, chalega. Sleep. We put up a blanket and went to sleep there. Not sleep, basically it was in the morning. So we had some chit chat with the crews and all. By the evening, the most surprising factor was first time in India, and I think it still exists now. I don't know, the ship has now stopped. Alcohol was being served at dirt cheap rate. Alcohol in travel, that too in India. Oh my God! तब जेब में पैसे कम हुआ करता था. We were taking limited money with us. None of us was working. Maybe we have started our career. Chal yaar, lovely. We had some. We enjoyed the ship. Sail. The moment we landed up in Panjim, बस ये तो मजाक की कहानी है कि we booked a cab. Cab के ऊपर सामान रखा. We three got into the cab. The fourth, Rajan, went to the driver's seat. Obviously not drunk. That was, he had some inkling for driving. So, Rajan, come on. And the driver was shocked at that moment.
ये गाड़ी कहाँ ले जा रहा है?
ये गाड़ी कहाँ ले जा रहा है मेरा भाई? ये तो हाईजैक हो रहा है. उस दिन उस जमाने में तो हाईजैक वर्ड भी नहीं था. Anyway, we went to Goa. We enjoyed immensely going through, all the beaches, enjoying everything. We were, so foolish. We didn't even know what is the cash in our purse. And we landed up on the last 2 days knowing that we had no cash in our pocket, how to return back. Now, this would be too embarrassing for us to call our parent and send us something because we will be considered as irresponsible. So what was the next best thing to do? Nothing. The night before, Rajan went to the ship, his captain, and met him and convinced him our position. Well, he said, hop in. अरे सब सामान लिया भागा hop in. That's the way we became Three Idiots, and we still remain. And after 37 years, we are back here. It was a surprise visit. Shubhangi did not allow us to tell him. So we thought we will go there, and this is the Four Idiots. 37 years we are meeting again. And thank you everybody. This was a very lovely evening.
So, when did we realize that I was the cashier, so I had all the pooled money in my wallet. I opened the wallet, I had enough money just for the booze. And then we realized that we can't stay any longer in Goa. We have to go back home.
To carry on one more day in Goa was
Yeah.
very difficult.
Yeah.
Somehow we had to move out of the Goa.
Yeah.
And I remember Rajan and we went to the captain.
Yeah, and we pleaded with him,
and
uncle.
just we pleaded, and he's accepted the whole story, you know, like, and we are rather grateful to that guy because he allowed us to travel on the ship without any money. And literally we did that, and we landed in Bhautka Dhaka, and then again, you know, traveling in train was a difficult task because we didn't have money to buy tickets. So somehow we traveled back to Kanjurmarg and then got to our home.
So one learning from this, there was something called humanitarian feelings
Yeah.
in those days. This is missing now. If you fall in trouble, there's nobody to bail you out in this generation. That was the time when we felt there were people who could help out these youngsters.
Yeah.
And
Well, like I
the
think so
time-
they believed in the youngsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like they understood the conditions the youngsters go through because financially the things were very different those days. You know, like the money point of view, जो भी collect करते थे उसको spend करना है. Very difficult to go and talk to your parents for money. I don't know, now it's very easy actually. All children they, you know, like go to the parents and then borrow money, and then parents are also very generous to give that to them. But this was the story actually that time.
I'll be posting this in my Facebook and I'll send link to him if he shares with all of you. I have made a story of all what happened on that trip. If you can share that, Rajan, that will be excellent.
बाकी कुछ नहीं किया.
There are some incidences मजाक की बात भी है. Some incidences जैसा कि youngsters थे, go in the beaches. Believe it or not, beer so cheap. हमारे पास तो बॉम्बे में एक बियर बॉटल खरीदने को पैसा नहीं हुआ. This is beer, throw away. हम चार. It was so cheap and so easily available. We enjoyed. No doubt about it. I remember we crossed Anjuna Bridge. There we had some apprehension because the hippie culture was existing in those days. You remember, some of you might remember hippie cultures, and they were high on drugs. And they were also sunbathing. What is sunbathing? Most of you know. So we kept a distance, knowing that it can lead to some. So we crossed over there and went to a hillock, and there we had a shack where we relaxed and had beer. But nothing more than that. We were disciplined children of IIT, so we did not do. Anyway, thank you very much, all of you, for giving us some patience here.
Babi pretty honest, huh?